Okay, so this is part 2 in my Germany series, and this is about school in Germany. Now, there are many different things you can do with school here in Germany. Sorry. Um, it depends on how old your kids are, you are, whatever. Um, so if your kids are like grade school, they're gonna go to basically what is a normal German grade school, and usually they have those in every village. They'll have like one in every village. Um, yeah, so that's not really an issue. Especially if they're younger, get them a German tutor. Always just, okay, when you come to Germany, if you have kids or you are a kid and you're moving to Germany, make your parents, or if you're the parents, please get them a tutor. Because a lot of schools in Germany will not take students who don't know German. And if a school will take your kid, even though they don't know German, try and keep your kid in that school, because that's one of the few schools that will probably take an American student who doesn't speak German. If you're in the military, or your parents are in the military, you don't really need to worry, because you'll be going to school on base, as far as I know. Unless your parents live off base, which I think you can still go to school on base if your parents live off base. But I don't know, because we're not a military family, really, so sorry. But don't worry about it if you're military. You'll probably go to school on base and it won't be an issue. If you're not military and your kids are middle school age, you can basically send them to, well, I guess you could send them to, no. Basically what you would be sending them to is Hauptschule or Realschule, and I don't even know if Hauptschule really even exists anymore, but if it does, basically what these three schools, there's actually three schools. Gymnasium I didn't mention because that's like kind of like pre-college stuff, not like high school, like a higher level than high school but a lower level than college. I think it's called like junior college or something. I don't even know what I'm talking about right there. I don't even know. But yeah, Gymnasium is really, really crazy. Yeah, it's from what I've heard, it's insane. But I, yeah, no, I don't know. But yeah, if your kids are like middle school, you'll probably be sending them to a Realschule, which they're alright. They're not, I don't know, I've only been to one. That really doesn't, actually no, I've been to two. And they're fine, that's just like a thing. The difference between German schooling and American schooling is, it's substantial. For instance, here in Germany, when you start school, you get assigned to a certain class. And you stay with that class until you graduate from the 10th grade, which is kind of like their equivalent from graduating high school. So you're basically with the same people this whole time, unless you change schools or what have you. Actually, I think they change after primary school. I don't know, though, because I didn't go through German school. So, yeah. But, yeah, so basically, if you are going to go to a German school, I guess basically the only thing I can tell you is good luck. The thing about Germans is I've heard them described as like a coconut. Like, they're really kind of hard to like become really close with, but once you do, like, it's awesome. And that's fine. But if Germans are coconuts, then Americans are peaches. Yes. Because most Americans aren't that hard to relate to, and it doesn't take very long to, kind of become close with a friend who is American, or, kind of have like a connection there. And that's a really big thing here, is it's really hard to get people to understand that you're not just going to be here for like 6 months and then you're leaving unless that's what you're doing, which in that case, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But really like, I wish I had more experience with this, but whatever. Germans aren't emotional with people they don't know. And the same can, a lot of Germans aren't. I mean, not all Germans, I'm not, putting a stereotype on all Germans, but a lot of Germans, a lot of people I've met, I've encountered, aren't very, like, emotionally driven like a lot of Americans are. Like I am, like you might be, I don't know who's watching this. But when you are an American and you have a German friend, this actually has happened to me, okay, and you are asking like for help with a problem, or you've been stuck at home forever and you're just like, oh, I'm so glad I'm out of here, like I'm out of my house, like blah blah blah, and you really are just glad about that, and you kind of repeat that maybe once or twice after you have already said it. Germans, a lot of people will think that you're complaining and whining, and yeah, and that's not usually the case, but when you talk to Germans, try and keep it as low like as less emotional as possible. And I'm not saying don't like talk in monotone and don't put emotion into what you're saying. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. Like, be emotional, but don't like open up instantaneously, because I think it freaks them out a little bit. And that's the thing, where I'm getting to right now, is people really want privacy here. Privacy is the big thing. I have just gotten completely off track of what this video is about. But yeah, back to school. Okay, so I did go to German school for a day, and I completely broke down. It was the most horrible thing in my entire life. I do not ever want to go back. Yeah, there you go. That's my story. It was, the thing about not knowing German is that you don't know what's going on in a classroom at all. You don't know what the teacher is saying, you don't know what other people are saying, you don't know what, it doesn't compute for a lot of people. For me, it didn't compute at all. And it really sucks when you can tell that people are talking about you, but you can't tell what they're saying. Yeah. Anyways, so after you go through all that, if you indeed stay in Germany for however long, or you have your kids go all the way through German school, or through the 10th grade, they graduate, they get their Mittlere Reife, which is like their high school degree, basically, you can send them to gymnasium, or you can start like an internship kind of thing, or you can get a job and go and do something else. It doesn't really matter, they don't care. Yeah. But if you do go to gymnasium, good luck. My tutor's son just started, and it's been crazy. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about German school. As for my schooling right now, I'm going to be starting online, hopefully soon. So, in case you were wondering about how I'm going to be getting schooling and all that. There you go. So I'm going to go now, because this video is almost 10 minutes long, and that's ridiculous. Okay, so if I didn't answer your question or anything, leave a comment, and I will answer it at the end of this entire series. And I said in my last video that I was going to answer them in this video. Since I'm uploading them all tonight, that's probably not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to go and do my next video, which is going to be about houses. So, German housing, next video. Bye, guys.